the headlines, World Bank to increase support to Africa's agricultural sector to $1.7 billion. 200 health professionals to move to Dwarf Island to provide healthcare. Hello, good evening. You're most welcome to the studios of GBC24 and GTV. My name is Micheline Taka. And I am Ofriwa Dako. In our first report, the World Bank is expected to increase its support to Africa's agricultural sector to $1.7 billion in 2017. According to World Bank's first Poverty and Shared Prosperity report, Africa can only reduce extreme poverty with a concerted efforts by policymakers to improve funding into the agricultural sector. The World Bank's latest report revealed that agricultural growth in the last 20 years has not seen any major growth, and nations can improve on this by optimizing spending in agriculture, improve subsidies and extension services for farmers, and also improve budgetary process for the sector. To the World Bank's Poverty and Shared Prosperity report, despite decades of substantial progress in boosting prosperity and reducing poverty, the world continues to suffer from substantial inequalities. The World Bank says the global number of the poor has reduced drastically. In 2013, the year of the latest comprehensive data on global poverty, 767 million people were estimated to be living below the international poverty line of $1.90 per day. It further revealed that poor people face higher risk of malnutrition and death in childhood and lower odds of receiving key healthcare interventions. According to the World Bank, inequalities are high on the continent. The report indicated that Africa can reduce inequality and extreme poverty by focusing more on the agricultural sector. It further stated that by introducing new technology, improving smallholder farming, increasing access to electricity and building irrigation dams will help empower farmers and move them out of the poverty line. Sarah Haig is the Chief of Social Policy at UNICEF. She says policymakers must do more to end extreme poverty in Africa.
What UNICEF has found through our recent research is that while poverty is coming down, progress has started to slow down dramatically. So we need to change. Something needs to shift in terms of government policy to be able to reach the last people who are still living in poverty. And one very important issue is that we're noticing that inequality is rising. So this is a gap between the wealthiest people and the poorest people. And the gap now in Ghana has never been higher. The wealthiest people are doing much, much better and pulling ahead, and the poorest people are being left behind. So in terms of reaching those poorest people, we really need to shift policy and change the way we do business to include everybody, including the 1 in 4 people that still live in poverty today.
Florence Vanderpoel is a farmer, and she believes government support to smallholder farmers is crucial in eradicating poverty in Ghana.
It's so dangerous that because they are poor, they can't read the current technologies which are coming. They cannot buy inputs to use, they'll improvise, and so the results will be poor yields. So poverty is very key. You need to empower, and poverty, I think, it's a mindset. The resources are around us, but we think it's money. And so when we shift our eyes from money to look at what we have to harness and use effectively, then I think we are on a right path, ending poverty. So we have to start with the mind.
According to the World Bank, poverty and shared prosperity reports are part of efforts being put in place to end poverty across the world by the year 2030.
The Ghana Atomic Energy Commission has entered into a partnership agreement with Kesh Foundation to develop applications in science and technology. Ghana is expected to benefit from the latest technologies in the areas of medicine, space science, energy and agriculture. A report by Winifred Ifum.
From education to telecommunication, energy to climate change, science and technology has transformed the way things are done. One company known worldwide for its technological inventions and ingenuity is the Kesh Foundation. The foundation introduces its products to countries free of charge when approved. CARE Foundation is already in 118 nations across the world. The only thing the foundation takes in return for its services is a peace treaty with beneficiary countries, promising not to go to war at any point in time. According to the Director General of the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission, Professor Benjamin Nyakun, all cash engineered products under the partnership have gone through rigorous clinical tests and trials.
It has been a year of formalization, testing, and affirming cash technology and its application in the country. I am happy to state that outcomes are encouraging and the future is promising. I would therefore have a keen interest in the progress of CARE Foundation activities in the country. Most importantly, I'll have a keen eye or keep a keen eye on Ghana's contribution to this research and development.
The founder and leader of CARE Foundation, Mr. Miran Kesh, says Ghana stands to benefit from the partnership.
It means you don't spend millions on health. People who don't have money to pay health, they don't need to die because they can help themselves. Ghana Atomic can do. People, you now, for the cancer, you have to have a lot of money to fight the cancer with chemo or whatever. Government cannot support it. Now you can do it at home with less than $1 yourself.
For the next 2 days, scientists will be adding on to their knowledge in Accra. The theme for the summit is The New Dawn, Africa's Meteoric Rise in Spaceship Technology. For GBC24, Winifred Ofu, Accra.
A lecturer at the Civil Engineering Department of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Professor Esiewa, says the use of local language as a mode of instruction in primary and basic school should be encouraged to preserve the country's culture and enhance analytical thinking. Speaking at Women in Engineering Conference in Kumasi, she said quality education must be free for all and students must be encouraged to study mathematics and be technologically inclined.
The conference was organized by the Women's Wing of the Ashanti Regional Branch of the Ghana Institution of Engineers to find ways of encouraging females to pursue engineering courses. This is because the number of females who want to pursue engineering is dwindling. Some females think engineering is a profession reserved for males, while others believe mathematics and science are difficult. Speaking at the conference, a lecturer at the Department of Civil Engineering of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Professor Esiewa, encouraged girls not to be afraid of science and mathematics because it is not as difficult as they perceive it to be. She said while over 90% of the workforce in science and engineering are women globally, in Ghana it is less than 20%.
We are running out of resources. The world's population is increasing. Everybody must have a computer. And if you have 7 billion people and you have to manufacture these desktops, how many people can get it? So God in his own wisdom is teaching us to produce materials at the atomic and molecular level. And this is the way to go now.
The Dean of the Faculty of Civil and Geoengineering at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Professor Eric Kwamna Fukuo, said some parents and students are unable to make informed decisions as far as engineering courses are concerned, and therefore urged the women in engineering to intensify education on the opportunities in that field. He encouraged women to pursue engineering because it will improve their lives as well as their communities. A lecturer at the Department of Chemical Engineering at the Kumasi Polytechnic, Professor Seyusui Chao, said the conference was to create the platform to let women know what engineering is about. He hoped that with a briefing from the women in engineering, female students will be encouraged to pursue science and mathematics. More than 1,000 students from junior and senior high schools in Kumasi attended the program.
The Ministry of Health says there is no shortage of employment for medical doctors in the country. According to the ministry, doctors have been refusing postings to areas they consider as remote and rural. The Minister for Health, Alex Egbefia, who was responding to concerns raised by doctors over government's inability to engage new doctors after completion of their training, said the ministry places priority on employment issues of medical doctors in the country. At the 58th Annual General Conference of the Ghana Medical Association at Hull, the Minister for Health, Mr. Alex Egbefia, encouraged doctors to accept postings to other parts of the country where their services are needed.
The 58th Annual General Meeting for the Ghana Medical Association was on the theme Cardiovascular Diseases, Emerging Trends. It afforded members the platform to deliberate on emerging trends in the health service delivery with special attention to cardiovascular diseases. The president of the Ghana Medical Association, DCOP Dr. Ebenezer Ewusi Emim, urged members to operate joint healthcare service to reduce unemployment in the profession. He says the association is working with government to ensure full implementation of the GMA's conditions of service document.
Ghana Medical Association signed and negotiated conditions of service for the first time. The success story has been in getting the allowances therein that were meant to be implemented by the Controller and Accountant General Department happened in February 2016. But even then, we have colleague doctors who are not enjoying some of these allowances.
The Volta Regional Minister, Madame Helen Ntoso, charged the doctors to be dedicated to service since the health and well-being of the citizens are entrusted in their hands. The Minister for Health, Mr. Alex Egbefia, was not happy about the refusal of doctors to report to duty at their postings. He refuted claims that doctors are not being employed by government after training.
Doctors are prioritized in terms of financial clearance. So when we get it, we get the financial clearance, we then place. You don't go. And then you say that you're unemployed. That cannot be right. When you place 21 doctors in any region, you got 7 going. There is no shortage of employment in Ghana for doctors. It's not true.
The Bichim Presbyterian Senior High School in the Bonohafo region has climaxed its Golden Jubilee with a call for discipline among teachers and students.
Bichim Senior High School was established in 1966 by the Omahene of Bichim, Nana Fosuji-Aboah, with the support of Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It was later handed over to the Presbyterian Church with a student population of about 50. The school now has over 2,500 students with 105 teachers. In 2003, the school was upgraded to a model status due to its academic excellence. At a ceremony to climax the 50th anniversary of the school, the headmaster, Mr. Raymond Ajimai, enumerated some of the successes chalked by the school in recent times.
In 2015 also, the school presented 801 candidates and we had 99%, whilst in 2016 we presented 782 and chalked 100%. Through the untiring efforts of both staff and prefects, discipline in the school is said to be encouraging, notwithstanding the large number of students.
The Deputy Minister for Agriculture in charge of livestock, Dr. Hannah Bisi, commended the school for its achievements and tasked the school's administration to devise ways of getting the students involved in decision making.
Involvement of students in evaluation and improvement of instruction program, involvement in the planning and implementation of co-curricular program, involvement in the control of students' behavior, and in deciding the consequences of flouting the school rules will help to curb indiscipline among students.
A minister of the Presbyterian Church, Reverend Dr. Kofi Efa Ababio, advised teachers to adopt methods that will make teaching and learning more effective. Awards were presented to some individuals for their dedication to the school.
This is News Hour. We are back shortly with business. Do stay on.
Hello again, it's Monday, the beginning of yet another business week. We talk business. My name is Morris Ogbete. Now, the Energy Commission is urging the public to take advantage of the rooftop solar program, which gives subsidies to applicants interested in installing solar panels for domestic use. Under the scheme, selected applicants will be given a maximum of 500 watt peak solar panels free of charge. The rooftop solar photovoltaic program is a government initiative targeted at increasing solar energy penetration, which stands at a low of 0.1%. The program will see some 20,000 rooftop solar systems installed in residential homes. Under the scheme, a capital subsidy will be given to beneficiaries in two forms, either as cash payment for solar panels component of the solar PV system or the supply of actual solar panels after the beneficiary has purchased and installed the battery, inverter and charge controller. Prosper Amokondo is the head of electricity and renewable energy at the Energy Commission.
What the program seeks to do is to provide you panels of up to 2,000 Ghana cedi. That's the cost of, let's say, a 500 watt panel. So Ghanaians should subscribe to this program. Go to the Energy Commission's website, www.energycom.gov.gh. Download the application form and fill. And Energy Commission will come to wherever you are, do the inspection. If you meet the criteria to benefit from this program, we will come and then help you install, and you benefit from the cheap, in the long term, clean and stable sources of power.
According to him, the initiative allows beneficiaries to feed into the national grid excess solar power for cash.
You connect the solar system to ECG's distribution system. When you generate excess solar at home, you can feed the excess into the grid. So that at the end of the month, your bill is based on the difference between what you fed into the grid and what you took from ECG. And you are going to be given a specialized meter called the reversible meter, which will be able to record these things. So no ECG technical staff will come and make a mistake in reading your bill.
The rooftop solar photovoltaic program will mark a shift, although not entirely, from government's initial focus on the situation where solar panels are put up on large hectares of land to feed into the national grid. Let's do some banking now. Ghana Rural Bank in the 2014-2015 financial year declared a dividend of 7 pesos per share for its shareholders. The bank also made a profit after tax of more than 238 Ghana cedis in the year under review.
The bank recorded a total income of 6,517,758 Ghana cedis, an increase of 745,978 Ghana cedis over the previous years of 5,771,780 Ghana cedis, representing 12.92%. The total expenses for the year increased by over 954,000 from over 5 million in 2014 to more than 6 million Ghana cedis in 2014, representing 18.02%. According to the report, the increase in total income of the bank was mainly due to interest earned on advanced portfolios and in investments made on behalf of the bank. In the area of loans recovery, the bank continues to face challenges as overdrafts granted to some customers of the bank have still not been paid. To ensure sanity in the repayment process, the bank is resorting to go to the law court to recover the facilities. The bank is also considering publishing the names of defaulters. The board chairman of the Ghana Rural Bank, Nana Bram Okai, indicated that the bank will maintain the price per share at 50 Ghana pesos to make it more attractive to customers.
The bank recorded a total income of 6,517,758, an increase of 745,978 over the previous years of 5,771,780, which represent 12.92%. Total expenses for the year increased by 954,003 from 293,602 in 2014 to 6,247,605 in 2015, which represents 18.02%. The dividend proposal by the board for the year 2015 is 7 Ghana pesos per share, which amounts to 265,676.74, as against 253,822.94 in 2014, representing 4.7% increase.
The head of legal and compliance of ARB Apex Bank, Mr. Curtis Brentio, urged the bank to comply with rules and regulations outlined by the regulator.
In order to help the rural banks to comply with KYC requirements, the ARB Apex Bank developed a KYC compliance account opening form for all RCBs. I'm glad to announce here that the Ghana Rural Bank is one of the few RCBs which is largely compliant. I will encourage the bank to attain a fully compliant status by the end of the year.
The general manager of the Ghana Rural Bank, Mr. Samuel Lakai, in an interview with GBC24, said the bank is putting in place measures to make its services more accessible by opening up more branches in other areas.
The prospects for Ghana Rural Bank going forward, we have many more areas to cover. We are in a peri-urban area. Gradually, we will be even in the city because the Greater Accra is growing very fast. That is the challenge of a rural bank. Now you have the universal banks coming closer to us. Commercial Bank has just opened a branch here. All along, it has been Ghana Rural Bank alone in Amasama. Today, they are here. There are also microfinance institutions going on. We have to also do more in our power. And that is where the challenge is. And as I told you, we want to expand our operations to Ablekuma, probably to other sites, so that we can counter the competition.
The bank awarded scholarships to 15 deserving senior high and technical school entrants under the bank's catchment area last year. This brings to 149 the number of recipients given scholarship since the inception of the scheme 19 years ago.
At this point, to go over to the interbank market, where the pound is selling at 4 cedis 84 pesos, the US dollar at 3 cedis 97 pesos, and the euro at 4 cedis 37 pesos.
Welcome back in Health Tonight. The World Health Organization estimates that over 4 million more health workers are needed to bridge the healthcare delivery gap worldwide. Of this number, Africa alone needs about 1.5 million. To improve access to healthcare in undeserved communities, 200 health professionals are moving to the Dove Island at Afram Plains in the eastern region to provide critical care directly to those in need.
The medical team includes doctors, dentists, ophthalmologists, nurses, pharmacists, physician assistants, lab technicians, dietitians, and health educators. They are all members of Doctors in the Gap, a group of medical and non-medical professionals who are at the forefront of saving lives and improving healthcare access to underserved communities in Africa. The outreach to the island will span a month, and inhabitants of Afram Plains and adjoining communities will benefit from medical supplies and food items. At a send-off ceremony, the former presiding bishop of the Methodist Church, Ghana, Most Reverend Dr. Robert Kwesi Aboagye Mensah, commended the group for this bold initiative.
The medical doctors, public health, and non-medical professionals who have volunteered to go to such needy places to provide health care and hope for such people. As our Lord Jesus Christ once said, anyone who provides help to the least of these is doing it to the Lord himself.
One of the doctors on the outreach program, Dr. Chris Ohu, said Doctors in the Gap is committed to ensuring that deprived communities in Africa get access to quality health care.
The idea is to offer holistic health care, not just health care, education, to upgrade the knowledge base and the standard of which is very deplorable in these communities.
So far, the group has transformed the lives of millions of people in disadvantaged communities in the country.
The Greater Accra branch of the Ghana National Association of Poultry Farmers has distributed 20 crates of boiled eggs to school pupils in the Nisi Perfect Lab Academy in Accra. The exercise forms part of the association's campaign to encourage the consumption of eggs by all, particularly among school pupils.
Statistics show that egg consumption in Ghana per person each year is between 12 to 20, while in advanced countries such as the US, China, and Mexico, the rate of consumption is almost 300 eggs per person each year. Health experts say eggs contain nutrients such as fats, proteins, which are needed for the development of the human system. Its consumption at early stages among children boosts their level of intelligence. It is against this backdrop that the Greater Accra branch of the Ghana National Association of Poultry Farmers distributed 20 crates of boiled eggs among pupils at the Nisi Perfect Lab Academy in Accra. In all, over 200 pupils benefited from the exercise.
Well, 16-year-old Elizabeth Boache is a congenital scoliosis patient. She needs 59,000 Ghana cedis to correct the condition through a surgery at the Focus Hospital.
Elizabeth was diagnosed with congenital scoliosis in July 2015. Congenital scoliosis is a medical condition in which a person's spine has a sideways curve. Elizabeth said she feels severe pain when walking, and sitting down to study at school has become difficult. Her mother is a sachet water seller who cannot afford the medical bill. Elizabeth needs an amount of 59,000 Ghana cedis to correct the condition through surgery.
I am pleading for your help. Please help me. I am a widow and a sachet water seller. I have no money to pay for the surgery. Please help me and my daughter.
Donations can be sent through Stanbic Bank, Stanbic Heights Branch, Airport City Accra. Account name Edmund Boy. Account number 9040 00522291. You can also call 0265 115984. No amount is too little.
Well, that's it for health. We are back with more news update.
Time for some updates from happenings in the world of sports. I'm Theophilus Sampa. Let's start off on hockey note, where trustees of Senate have cemented their status as the undisputed champions of the men's division in the Greater Accra Hockey Gala competition. They beat the Ghana Revenue Authority by a long goal to claim the beige knockout trophy. They took away 1,000 Ghana cedis and the trophy stick. The finals of the 2016 Greater Accra Beige Knockout competition was between defending champions, the trustees of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust Net, and the Ghana Revenue Authority GRA. Trustees, in their traditional orange and black jersey, were looking to pick their first silverware of the season after they lost their league crown to the police team. The two sides played with caution, knowing that a slip would cost them dearly. Trustees got the opener through Ebenezer Naughty. Back from the break, GRA pushed for the equalizer. They created but could not find the back of the net. Trustees nearly made it double after another counter-attack but could not score. The encounter ended a goal to nil. Here are some reactions from players and officials.
I feel very excited defending the title again because it wasn't easy for us. As we saw the game, the GRA team kept on giving us pressure and pressure and pressure, but we were able to stand on our feet and defended the one goal. I think from first to third in the league was very, very bad for us, and we need to win this cup at all costs just to redeem our image, and we really fought for it.
Prizes were presented to deserving teams. In the youth division, Tema Manhian came second, whilst NDK Young Financiers took the gold trophy. In the Masters division, Citizens came second, whilst NDK Financiers came tops. Extinguishers finished second, with GRA Ladies picking the ultimate trophy and a cash prize of 1,000 Ghana cedis. GRA Men took the silver trophy, whilst Trustees picked the giant trophy and a cash prize of 1,000 Ghana cedis. The Champion of Champions Clash is the next biggest event on the hockey calendar. The immediate past president of the Ghana Hockey Association, Oko Nikwejani, says he's ready to finance the construction of a new hockey stadium in the country. Under his leadership, Ghana had its first sand-based AstroTurf in 1999. A decade later, he had support from the late President Jonathan Mills for a water-based artificial turf. The 2016 edition of the Greater Accra Hockey Gala competition saw NDK Financiers putting up a show to win the competition. They beat Citizens International to carry the crown. Their junior team, the Young Financiers, did not disappoint and still won the youth division. The owner and bankroller of the team, Oko Nikwejani, praised the team for their efforts.
I'm full of joy because it just coincides, the trophies have coincided with the 25th anniversary. So while we are in the mood of celebrating all that we have done, selling services, we are also on the front of sports, delivering. We are performing. We won 2 trophies at the same time. Fantastic.
The former president of the Ghana Hockey Association also revealed plans in place by his foundation for the team and the hockey fraternity.
We have a foundation, and one of the thematic things to do is sports. And sports, we are zeroing in on hockey. We've been in hockey forever, and we want to continue and grow it. Remember, hockey lacks so many things. We need infrastructure. We need one more steps, not only in Accra but outside Accra. And it's capital intensive. And we are thinking big about trying to just construct one turf and donate it to the hockey fraternity in Ghana. That is our big picture. That's our aim. And I believe that God willing, it shall be done and done soon.
The Ghana Olympic Committee GOC says it has received notice of a withdrawal of a suit against its Congress. The Ghana Weightlifting Federation on July 28 at the Accra High Court placed an interlocutory injunction on its annual Congress.
The lawyer, we have to. I've not been formally informed. I read it, I think, yesterday. But in that suit itself, there is it's not when they withdraw. There are legal, all kinds of legal issues to clear the whole case from court. But the lawyers will deal with that, so it shouldn't be a problem. No, we haven't fixed a date for Congress.
But in their petition.
Yes, but we have. It was a petition. The petition will respond formally to the petition. They wrote, so we also write to them. So this week a letter will go out formally, and then you will get to know what is contained in the letter.
In tennis, Andy Murray has won the 3rd Shanghai Rolex Masters title. The world number 2 put up a dominant display to beat Roberto Bautista 7-6, 6-1 and edge closer to Novak Djokovic in the world rankings. That has been Sports Entertainment is next.
Good evening, time for some arts news. My name is Valerie Danso. The 2015 award-winning choral group The Harmonious Chorale thrilled audience with songs of the late Dr. Ephraim Amu and living music legend Professor Kwabena Nketia. The night was used to celebrate the two music legends for their outstanding contribution to Ghanaian music. The event was dubbed An Evening with Composers.
The choir opened the night with some works by the late Dr. Ephraim Amu. The second performance was from Professor Kwabena Nketia. There was also a drama from Professor Kwabena Nketia's song, Wafa Wudidia Mami Bimindi, which translates, Uncle, when you eat, feed me as well. The executive director of the Salt and Light Ministry, Dr. Joyce Aye, explained the rationale behind the event.
Ghana has fantastic composers. Some of their songs we sing whilst we're in secondary school, they teach us even, but we don't even know who they are. And so one of the flagship performances of the Harmonious Chorale and the Salt and Light Music Ministry is Evenings with Composers. We realized that before Professor Nketia goes, at least we must do his works whilst he's still alive. As for Dr. Amu, he's already gone, but I'm so glad his daughter is here and we were able to do this.
She also called on Ghanaians to uphold peace in the run-up to the elections. An evening with composers is organized every year to celebrate Ghanaian composers.
Three Ghanaian musicians, Efia Bisakede and Shatawale, emerged winners at the 2016 edition of Afrima. The third edition of Afrima came off at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters in Dallas over the weekend. Diaspora Awards recognize and celebrate African music excellence in several music genres including Afrobeats, Asiko, Bongo, Funana, Genge, Highlife, Kwaito, Lingala and Sukos. On the night, songstress Efia was adjudged the best female West Africa. She beat her Ghanaian counterpart Miss V and other acts like Tiwa Savage and Yemi Alade from Nigeria, Vivian Chidi and Adioze from Senegal, Dube Ganor of Ivory Coast and Almok from Togo. Bisakede's Brother video was adjudged Afrima Video of the Year. The video was declared the best among the likes of Flavor's Champion. Shatawale ruled supreme as the best dancehall act, beating Ghanaian acts Stoneboy and Samini, Timaya Patorankin and Burna Boy of Nigeria, Buffalo Soldier from Zimbabwe, and MC Norman Ganja from Uganda. That's all in this segment. Thanks for your time.
Well, it's been an hour of news. Thanks so much for your time.
Good evening. We come your way again at 10:30 with News Tonight.